YouTube, what's going on? Jamar here, Vegas Sense. Got another video here, and the next few videos that I'll actually be doing are going to be pretty much independent review videos of the new formulations that Kevin sent me over there at Scentual Obsessions. So I did just a little quick rundown of just, sort of like my first impressions of all of those fragrances, but I'm actually going to be doing independent reviews for each one. And so the first one that I'm starting off with here is Pure White Cologne, and that is Creed's Pure White Cologne. So Pure White Cologne is pretty much what it sounds like it is. It's this really sort of luxurious but light and sort of fruity, yet it almost, I guess you could say, it smells expensive and royal type scent. And it does seem to me to be completely unisex. So I would say that a male or female should definitely feel comfortable wearing this particular fragrance. And I think that it would probably smell good on both. And the main player that I get from this scent, when you first spray it on, and I'll go ahead and spray it on here, the first thing that you smell is pretty much the bergamot, the lemon, and I think it's grapefruit in this as well. So the top notes have grapefruit, lemon, and bergamot. And then in the middle notes you have pear, you have galbanum and neroli, and then in the base you have rice, which I've never seen a rice note in a fragrance before, and then you have ambergris, musk, and powdery notes. So again, when you first spray this on, you mainly get the bergamot and grapefruit when you first spray it, but then you get the pear note. And the pear note is pretty much what I smell throughout the whole duration of the fragrance for the most part. I would say that, once this dries down, you mainly sort of get like a nice kind of citrusy, juicy pear, along with the ambergris and musk. And I think that's what really, really makes this scent just a really pleasant, easy to wear scent. I would say that this is definitely best suited for the daytime for sure, and definitely in the heat. But at the same time, I would also say this is a good fragrance to wear probably to the office. So this is going to be a fragrance that you could definitely spray a lot of at the office, and you shouldn't offend anybody because it doesn't really project that much. The longevity that I get on this is pretty average. I would say maybe about 6 to 7 hours or so max. And that's with me really like moisturizing my skin pretty well. So, I mean, for as light as this scent is, that's really all you can expect from it. You do sort of get a bit of powderiness to it, but I would say that it's not as powdery as, let's say, like a Prada L'Homme. It's definitely not as powdery as that. And I would say it doesn't really have as much of like a soapy type smell to it either, as Prada L'Homme would have. Again, this is more so focusing on like the pear, so it kind of has like a fruity type scent to it. And then again, it's definitely a huge emphasis on the ambergris and the musk, as well as the pear, I would say, in the dry down. So as far as this scent goes, again, it's a really, really versatile scent. I would say the only time that this is probably not appropriate is really for nighttime. This is not something that I would want to wear in the nighttime because it is sort of like a brighter, more uplifting, upbeat type of scent. So this is definitely perfect for like a summer day, like I said, if you're just chilling outside. I would absolutely wear this maybe walking the strip one day on like a hot day. I would absolutely wear this, like if I was like poolside at a pool or something like that. Like this would be perfect for that. And then at the same time, again, I would absolutely wear this to work, and I have worn it to work, and I have gotten compliments at work wearing this particular scent. So it's a really safe scent to wear. Again, it is good for both male and female. And as far as the performance goes, on the Scentual Obsessions version, like I said, it is about average, with the longevity being about 6 to 7 hours or so. You do get some pretty good projection, I would say, for at least about the first hour and a half to maybe 2 hours or so. And then it dives down to like a really light, close skin scent for sure. All right, so if I were to rate this particular fragrance, let's say from 1 to 10, I would definitely give this at least about a 9 out of 10, just off of the smell alone. It definitely is. It's more of the more unique scents that I've smelled. Like I really can't say that I've smelled anything like this. Again, I would put it sort of in the same vein as maybe like a Roja Elysium, a Prada L'Homme, when it comes to like the powderiness of the scent. But again, it's not as powdery as Roja Elysium is, as Prada L'Homme is, and it doesn't really smell like Roja Elysium, I would say, at any point of the fragrance, but it is still sort of comparable to that fragrance, I would say, if that makes sense. All right, so go and pick this up. You can get a 2-ounce bottle of this stuff for only $30 on the Scentual Obsessions website. So, I mean, that's definitely a really good deal. And I definitely plan on making this one of my next fragrance purchases for sure, because I really do love this stuff. All right, so again, that's Pure White Cologne. Jamar here, Vegas Scents. I'll see you on the next video.